on the gridiron or courtside, you know what time it is. It's
Sports plus life. Sports plus life.
ringside or front court or field pass, we ballin', no. Knuckle up or buckle up, I tell it like it is when I'm on my show. Home run, slam dunk, knockout, or got some dough.
Sports plus life.
Yeah.
Sports plus life.
Ah.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. You feel me? Oh boy, and it is going down today, bruh. So guess what? Guess what? Turn it off, turn it off, turn it all the way off now. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? Oh my goodness, please allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Brandon Brevon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life, that there sports podcast where we talk about all of the necessary topics in sports and all of the necessary topics in life. And how's everybody doing? It is spring break. Spring break. Yep. Them kiddies is officially on spring break. And it is spring break weather. Beautiful day here in the Richmond, VA. It is about 73 degrees, or at least that's what the high is going to be today, 73 degrees. But it is Monday, April the 3rd. We in April already, 2000 of the 2-3. And I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed week. I really do. I want to send shout outs to everybody, not just my black and gold fam, but my fam in general. I hope everybody, again, has a wonderful, blessed week. Enjoy this weather if you got any of these days off. You know, I'm my regular schedule. I got today off. I got tomorrow off. And just have some time to spend with the kids. But the best thing about it is that I can sleep in at least one more day. I slept in on Sunday. Not so much. Well, no, I slept in today, even though it's not even 12 o'clock yet. And I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. But before we get started into the realm of sports, you know, we got to have one of our real talk sessions. Yes, we do. We have to have one of our real talk sessions, because there is a lot of things to talk about in the realm of sports. But I'm going to, you know, have a conversation with you guys about, you know, some things that have been going on in my personal life. And before I get started, I have to I'm going to issue an apology to my Uncle Tuck, who we talked about this the other night, and you know, he urged me to not talk about this today on the show. And but I think a part of it was because he didn't know if I was over the situation that I'm about to explain, and I had to let him know. And I let him know again, Unc, trust me, I'm good. Now, in this situation, I'm not going to name no names. I'm not going to name any names. And I'm just going to just say what I'm feeling, you know, say where my headspace is at. Because over the past few months, I have been in a situation. And again, my apologies to my uncle, because I'm kind of being disobedient right now. And my Uncle Tuck is one of the few men that I hold in the highest regards as far as elders in my life, that I hold in the absolute highest regard. We had a 2.5-hour conversation, and it was wonderful. It was beautiful. We mostly talked about sports. What I love talking about, what I love talking with my Uncle Tuck about, when I talk to him, it feels like I'm talking to my dad. And you know, Uncle Tuck was my dad's best friend, so you know, we all know, doesn't matter what ethnicity or what gender you are, dad's best friend is your uncle, period. And talking to him reminds me so much of talking to my dad. So you know, we had a 2.5-hour conversation, and it was great. But Unc, sorry, I'm being just a little bit disobedient today. So I don't know if you guys noticed that during the entire football season, in the midst of my Denver Broncos having such a horrible season, I went on here and a few times and said if I wasn't so pleasantly distracted, I would be going off more about my football team than would be the case. And I know you guys probably heard me drop subtle little hints like Philly special. And it was because I hadn't brought this to the forefront of the show because I was waiting to see how things panned out. I was just waiting a little longer to see how things panned out before I brought what I thought was going to be happy news to my show. So, but unfortunately, it didn't turn out like that. So, I was in a relationship. As you guys may have known. I haven't talked much about, my personal business over the last year and a half. But I was single for about a year, and I am now officially divorced. But I was single for about a year, and I found myself getting into this. I found myself in a relationship. And again, I'm going to name nameless. I'm not going to say any names, but I got in a relationship. And the relationship I felt was taken off. It was taken off in a good way. And, it kept me, distracted. It kept me pleasantly distracted, Through the whole football season, like I said, I would drop hints such as Philly Special and things of that nature. So, eventually, I moved this person into my crib because it was a situation going on at the time, and I just said, okay, well, let me look out. You my significant other, so let me look out and move you in, and that's what I did. So everything's great, but I started to see red flags. I started to see red flags because if it's one thing that I cannot, really deal with anymore on a personal level is, stress. I just can't do that. It's not good for me. It's not good. As you guys know, I had a stroke almost 2 years ago, and it was a full-blown stroke, and I didn't realize how serious it was until I started hearing about people having strokes. And for me to be fully recovered is nothing but God. It is nothing but God, and I am extremely blessed. So I started seeing these red flags in the way of just pettiness, and I was just like, I would give these words of advice, just saying that, because it was a level of insecurity there, or pettiness, whatever, however, you want to view it, but it was geared in the direction of my kid's mom. Now, I will say this unequivocally. My kid's mom did not impose herself at all in my relationship. This relationship, so as I said, I wanted it to be a happy story. It's not, so obviously put two and two together, the relationship did not work. But none of this, was because of my kid's mom. She did not impose herself at all. I wouldn't allow it. I would not allow it. And just a level of pettiness started to become uncomfortable. And I said things, and I will say this to anybody in any walk of life, no matter what your situation is. If you think that being petty is the answer to your problems, you will always find yourself back at square one. Doesn't matter what that square one is. Now, that's me telling anybody, that's me saying that in general. I would say that to anybody who thinks that being petty and, wanting to have the last word or wanting to have the last laugh, if you think that that's going to, get you to where you want to go or to where you want to be in life, it doesn't have to be from a financial standpoint, because rich people can be some of the pettiest people on the face of the earth. But, they may think they're good because they're financially good, but in some form or fashion, you're in a position that you don't want to be in. So no matter what your situation is, if you think that being petty is the answer, you will always find yourself at square one. So, it got to a point where one night I was accused of stealing. I was accused of stealing money. And if it's one thing that you guys know about me is I'm not a thief. I've been called a lot, and I've been called a lot of things during my time on this earth, but a thief ain't one of them. So, and I wasn't just, and it wasn't just being accused of it. It was the way that I was being accused of it. It was the way that I was being accused of being a thief and a liar, because I said I didn't do this. So I was a liar and a thief. So, once this person found out that what I was saying was indeed the truth, an apology came with it, which was fine. But I said, this is not working because, for one, I'm not a liar. I'm not a thief. Instead of letting your bank investigation play out, you automatically accused me. You automatically said that I did it. You automatically called me a liar for saying that I didn't do it when I know I didn't do it, but you thought I did. So like I said, I started noticing the red flags. It wasn't because of this one isolated incident. I was starting to see things that I was uncomfortable with. And this person asked, well, do you want me out? I actually said no. I said, I don't. I said, but if you can't change this pettiness about yourself, then you're going to have to make other arrangements. And this person said, well, this is the way I am. I'm not going to change. So give me X amount of days and I'll be gone. Okay. Fine. Cool. I mean, this is your choice. This is your choice. Kind of there was a moment where I was like, well, damn. Okay. I mean, but it is what it is, because I'm not putting up, I'm at a stage in my life where I'm just not going to put up with the BS. I'm not going to put up with BS. Especially childish stuff. And when I'm saying somebody's being childish, me, silly, goofy, immature to a certain level, me is talking about somebody being childish, you might want to reassess your actions. But so, okay, so we then determine, okay, well, we're no longer going to be a unit. And I'm going to work with you, give you the time that you need to get yourself straight and then, move on. I still offered my friendship. She had a kid. Of course, that I have 2 kids. So there was a relationship formed there within the kids. So I still offered my friendship and, I still offered my friendship and said, hey, I still have your back. The kids have a great relationship. So there's no need to, there's no reason why all of that has to end. But I was told, well, nope, when I end relationships, I cut all ties. Okay, fine, cool. So one day, I'll say maybe about a month ago, I came home from work early. I had a milk run, then I came home from work early because I wasn't feeling that good. So I walked into the house, and it was around 3 o'clock. I walked into the house, and my kitchen sink, my bathroom sink, and my bathtub water was all running. Not with the drain stopped up so it could cause a flood, but it was just running. And every light in the house was on. Every TV in the house was on. So I don't know if the goal was to run up my utility bills, because that seemed to be what the goals were. Because again, like I said, nothing was stopped up, so it wouldn't flood. But immediately I went into protection mode. I was angry. I immediately got my locks changed. I called this person, no answer. And the reason why I believe that this action was done was because the night before, there was a disagreement in regards to a way a situation was handled with my kid's mom. I went out with my brother. We went to the studio, and a lack of communication, which fell on my part, strictly on my part. I took full responsibility for that. But for whatever reason, instead of calling me first, my kid's mother's house was visited and, knocked on her door, banged on her door, which the next day, my kid's mom told me that she didn't really appreciate, not even in a disrespectful manner. And I took responsibility for that, because it was a lack of communication on my part. So that's on me. And, and when I brought up that situation to said person who was still living with me, once again, this person starts spazzing, getting in her feelings. And okay, so, it's now, I don't feel comfortable watching kids anymore. Okay, fine. They're my kids. They're my responsibility. But, the thing about, and this goes back to accusing me of being a liar and a thief. Not only was that inaccurate, but afterwards, I was still being treated as such, and that made me uncomfortable because this is my home. I don't want to be treated like a thief in my home when I haven't given a reason to be treated like a thief. So, um, and I just simply said after the comment about my kids, which was fine, because I addressed the treating me like a thief, and I addressed how uncomfortable I was with that, but that made no difference. So I just simply said, okay, well, no, neither one of us should want to live in an uncomfortable situation. So instead of leaving at the end of April, why don't you just leave at the end of March? So in that way, that could, make things better for everybody. And I didn't say it in a disrespectful way. I didn't cuss or anything like that. But again, I come home that same day, all my sinks are running and all my lights is on, all my television's on. Okay, so again, like I said, I change the locks, I make phone calls. I didn't get any response back, but when I did, I said, you don't know anything about the sink being left on, all the TVs being left on, all the lights being left on. So, there was a denial to that, and what made it funnier is the person who she blamed, she said, well, I think your kid's mom might have did this. And I'm like, wait a minute, that math doesn't add up, because there's only two people that have access to this place, me and you. So your story doesn't hold any water. Like, that makes no sense. I mean, I felt that this was the person that did it, but I technically didn't have any proof. But I'm like, but I know it wasn't my kid's mom, because again, there's no access. And the one thing that stayed in my mind that I kept hearing during the course of our relationship is how petty this person was. How petty. So the stories didn't add up. So I changed locks. I'm the only one who had a key. I said I was the only one who was going to keep a key, because I'm now in lockdown mode. I have been through situations in my life where I have been taken advantage of, and where I have been robbed, and that's a suck ass feeling. So fast forward, fast forward to last week, and I went and did things the legal way as far as you got to go. I went and filed an unlawful detainer, because I'm like, okay, now I feel threatened. I hadn't even told my children's mom what was going on in my situation until the situation with the water and the lights happened, because now I felt threatened. So I'm like, okay, now you got to go. So I did an unlawful detainer, and of course that's like the 30 days, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to have to thug it out. But it is what it is. When we have to go through the legal system, everything will get taken care of there. But what was taken from me was my peace of mind. My peace of mind was completely ruined. I was anxious. Felt like I had to watch my back in my own home. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I wasn't happy with this. I wasn't worried about my children's safety, but I didn't fault my kid's mom for doing so. So so I noticed, some things, some things are being packed and are, being moved out, everything, nothing that belonged to me. So again, fast forward to this past week, I come in the house and, all of said person's things are gone, but my apartment was completely trashed. My place was completely trashed. There was glitter all over the carpet, glitter all over the floor. And I laugh about this now, but trust and believe, I was beyond pissed when I first came in the house, because it was glitter all over the floor. All of my incense sticks, you have the part where the incense stick where you have the wooden part that you stick in the holder to hold it. All of those were broken off. And I'm like, wow, we are on a new level of petty. I started thinking about Kevin Hart's comedy special when he said, I'm going to take all your earring backs and things like that. So all of the wooden pieces on my incense sticks were broken. My shower curtains were cut up. And with all of this glitter that was all over the place, I'm like, well, I'm going to have to vacuum this stuff up. So I go to get the vacuum cleaner, and the cord has been cut, so I can't vacuum it. So I'm like, wow, okay. So then I'm like, "Ugh, I'm thirsty. Let me go put a new soda in the cabinet." All of my food in my cabinets, my refrigerator, and my freezer was gone. It was gone. So I'm thinking, wow. I'm like, are you serious? Stole my food? No, food wasn't stolen. It was dumped in the trash. You know, a lot of food, some food that I had just bought. Literally, my cabinets were cleaned out. My freezer was cleaned out. My refrigerator was cleaned out, all thrown in the garbage can. Um, my remote controls to my televisions were all gone, thrown away. And also raw chicken strips were cut up and they were thrown in various spots of my home or put under various items in my home. And like when I got in the house, it smelled like rotten eggs. So I was like, what in the hell? And like all of this stuff going on at the same time. So I was beyond angry. But you know what? One thing that did not happen, there was no actual damage done to the place, to the apartment. And you know, I I was up cleaning, you know, till the wee hours in the morning, you know, mad, and I'm hearing, you know, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you should do that. And I'm looking, you know, cuz I've had enough fucked up shit happen to me, and I have to assess each situation and what the grand scheme of things are. So when I finished cleaning up, I had glitter all over my face. I looked like I had freckles. I looked like Pippi Longstocking, and that is a dated joke, so I just showed my age on that one. But I did. I had glitter all over my face, and you know, once I got out the shower, because I had to run to the store get some more shower curtains. I'm like, wow. So you know, I'm like, well, you should do this. You should press charges. I'm like, well, okay, I could. But, you know, again, nothing was damaged outside of vacuum cleaner, for real, and shower curtains. And I'm like, well, where am I going to send it to? You know, I don't know the address where this person is at. But to me, the bottom line was, okay, you threw a temper tantrum in my apartment. You made a mess of my apartment. But you didn't do anything that could not be replaced. And I say this to say sometimes when bad stuff happens to people, we want to jump off and immediately, vengeance is mine. Vengeance will be mine. If doing what this person did helped them sleep better that night, then God bless you. God bless you. Because only thing that was done to me was I was inconvenienced for a night. That's it. That's it. And, you know, everything is cleaned up. Everything has been replaced. All right, everything was replaced the next day, with the exception of a vacuum cleaner. So whatever was trying to be accomplished, I guess if the goal was to, you know, make a mess in my apartment, I mean, well done. Because our only thing that tells me is that this wasn't this person's first rodeo, because it was very meticulous. Like I said, nothing in my apartment was damaged. But bottom line is, I got what needed to happen for me, which was you gone. That's what I wanted. I mean, that's not what I wanted initially in the situation, but that's what I needed when this situation happened and we decided to, you know, part ways as far as our relationship. When I saw the level of petty and immaturity that this person was willing to do, at the end of the day, I got what I needed to happen, which was, it's just me and my kids here again in this apartment. And now, like I said, and I also look, again, as I said, I have had a few instances in my life that have just been beyond the realm of messed up. And because there's a part of me, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie. There's a part of me that really wants to act like a nigga, really wants to say some nigga stuff on here. What 2 reasons. One, I am not trying to anybody to say, I'm going to sue you for slander because the pettiness is probably that deep. And 2, the things that I really want to say, I'm going to watch myself because I don't know if my grandmother's going to listen to this. I'm being serious. My mom has heard my mouth unfiltered. My aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my siblings, they've heard my mouth unfiltered. But I don't necessarily know if I want my grandmother to hear what I would really want to say. Because if I wanted to be a nigga about this, I could truly be a nigga. But I'm just like, for what? And like I said, again, I apologize to my Uncle Tuck because I'm even talking about this at such great length because trust and believe, I'm definitely over it. I'm over it because I got my peace of mind back. I have my peace of mind back underneath my roof. So I am completely over it. I am. Because at the end of the day, this person showed their true colors. And this was plotted. This was plotted and this was planned. You know, this was not spur of the moment. This was plotted and planned probably for about a month. Or probably since that unlawful detainer thing was on the door. This was plotted, planned, and executed. Congratulations. But today I sit here in a clean ass apartment with food in the cabinets, food in the freezer. My kids are good. We're on spring break. And me, Sean, and David are going to get on the phone and we're going to make fun of this situation. I'm not above making fun of myself. Because, again, this isn't the worst thing that's ever happened to me. This is some new shit. This is definitely new. Never had anything like this happen. But in the grand scheme of things that have happened in my life, this ain't the worst. You know, unfortunately, in my life, and this is why I keep some people at arm's length, unfortunately, in my life, the most I've been hurt is by the people who are supposed to be close to me. The worst that I've been hurt have come at the hands of people who are supposed to be the closest to me. So ranking this, like I said, while it's new, it's creative, this will have no kind of long-term effects on me as far as, let me say this. The only long-term effect is that when it comes to me being in relationships, I think I'm good there. I'll be a friend. I'll be a best friend. I'll be good there. Now trust is going to be kind of hard. Now there will be some PTSD behind that. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm good over here. There will be some PTSD when it comes to being in relationships. Like, no, I don't know. Because as soon as I hear somebody say, I'm petty, nope, gotta go. No, bruh. No. And in the great words of I'm going to give y'all some quotes now. In the great words of DMX, you talking life, I'm talking more like what's up tonight. That's where I'm going to be at when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. But also in the great words of Rocky Balboa, it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. So I eat this. Keep and move forward. Yes, Unc, I have moved forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Because trust me when I tell you, I got everything I want over here. Everything that I want over here, and I'm good. Trust me when I tell you I'm good. I'm not a perfect person by no means, and I don't say all of this stuff for one, I'm not saying all this stuff to make myself seem like a victim, because I'm not. I'm just telling you events that have happened in my life. I do not look at myself as a victim whatsoever. No, because I'm still sitting here in my own place, able to provide for my 2 wonderful children. So no victim here. It's just, it's gone from angry to just like, wow, to shock, to amazement, to now kind of laughter. Because while I'm not perfect, I'm far from it. Lord knows I'll never be perfect. I'm a person who has flaws, but my mission in life is to spread love and positivity. It is. And sometimes you find yourself in situations where that's not the case. And you just have to step back and just say, okay, well, let me just see what else I can do to continue to spread love and positivity. Because while as a parent, I have absolutely no respect for this person as a parent, because throwing all of my food away is taking things out of my kid's mouth. Like, you're going to throw all of my food away knowing that my kids live here, knowing that my kids have to eat, but you didn't care. So as a parent, I have lost all respect for you, because anybody who uses children as collateral damage needs some special assistance. They need some help, to be honest with you. They do. Anybody who uses children as collateral damage because you in your feelings, that's no good. That is no good. So as a parent, I have zero respect. But with all of that being said, I forgive her. I do. And I'm not saying this to make myself seem like a holier than thou person, but I forgive her, because I'm not going to walk around here with a bald fist and say, vengeance is mine. No, because when you can't get over stuff like that, then that person still has a type of power over you, a type of control over you. Now, that was some trash ass shit to do. And and the true colors were shown. That was absolutely trash, garbage, whatever you want to say. But I forgive you. I forgive you because, again, for my own peace of mind. And everything that was done has been cleaned up and replaced. So we good over here. We good over here. And again, me, Sean, and David are going to address this situation again. And we're going to be, now, we're the fun bunch. Now, I can't control what they say. That's all I can say. I can't control what they say. But let's go ahead and go to the realm of sports. I'm ready. You ready? We ready? They all ready. Let's get to it. Oh, let me tell you what is dominating the headlines today. The Women's National Championship in college basketball. Let me tell you something. Women's hoops is on fire right now. The LSU Tigers defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes in the national championship game, 102-85. It was a beatdown, but that ain't what the story is about. There's a female basketball player by the name of Caitlin Clark who plays for Iowa, and I tell you, this chick is the truth as a basketball player. This is the female Steph Curry. She got range for days. She got handles. She is nothing but the truth. She'll probably be the #1 overall pick. But LSU smoked their boots yesterday. And the reason why I'm happy about it is because I was happy that Virginia Tech, the Lady Hokies, got to the Final Four. I was rooting for Dawn Staley's group in South Carolina because I love Dawn Staley. I love me some Dawn Staley. I do. I've always loved me some Dawn Staley. Yes, I do. But this Iowa team beat South Carolina in the national semifinals in a game that, I'm not going to lie, a game that looked very tribal to me. And I watched that game because you got the best player in the country going against the best team in the country. And it was a game that was very tribal. On one side, South Carolina, you got 5 black girls on the court. On another side, Iowa, you got 5 white girls on the court. And I was like, man, this had that feeling. This had that black-white feeling. But it wasn't the fact that Iowa won. Caitlin Clark's a great player. She does the John Cena, you can't see me. She'll do that to her opponent. She did it in this Elite Eight against Louisville this tournament. She did the you can't see me. And so after Iowa pulled the upset, LSU was looking back. LSU was almost seen as an afterthought because the great Caitlin Clark had taken down the mighty, South Carolina Lady Gamecocks. But then the media wants to do the things that the media does. Now all of a sudden this undefeated South Carolina team, which was the defending national champions, had like a 43-game winning streak. Now all of a sudden They're a group of thugs. They're a group of hooligans. They're a group of, they're a group of hoods, And Dawn Staley was like, wait a minute, we all of this now? Because we lost to, your Iowa team who's Snow White? And I'm being real. And, the LSU said this before the game. They said before the game, well, let me tell you something. We don't take too kindly to disrespect.
Biatch.
So if you think she's going to be doing the you see me on us, y'all got another thing coming. Like, we wish they would. And now LSU, another team full of sisters. And they beat the stuffing out of Caitlin Clark in Iowa. Caitlin Clark had a great game at 30-some-odd points. Good. But near the end of the game, as the clock was running out, LSU standout player Angel Reese, and she is a baller. She can play, and she fine as hell.
Excellent.
She is fine. She the finest college basketball player I done seen since Candace Parker. She looked right at Caitlin Clark, pointed to her ring finger and said, I'm about to get the ring, bitch. And then hit the you can't see me sign right on her. And wouldn't you know it, some people in the media want to say, oh, that was classless.
Bye, bitch.
Do you see the double standard that I'm talking about right there? Okay? Do you see it? Because after Caitlin Clark did it, and the way she disrespected some of the South Carolina players, there were people in the media saying, America's rooting for you, Caitlin Clark. But when LSU's Angel Reese does the exact same thing, now all of a sudden she classless. Get out of here. Get out of here. Cut it out. No. America was rooting for Caitlin Clark. But when she got her ass whipped, and got a taste of her own medicine, now all of a sudden it's classless. And this is what Angel Reese said to the ESPN floor crew. I was waiting. Caitlin Clark is a hell of a player for sure, but I don't take disrespect lightly. And she disrespected Alexis from South Carolina and my girls from South Carolina. They still my SEC girls too. Y'all not going to disrespect them either. I had a moment at the end of the game. I was in my bag. I was in the moment. Hello. And then she went on to say in the press conference, all season long I heard that I'm too hood, I'm too ghetto. Y'all told me that all year. But when other people do it, y'all don't say nothing. So this is for my girls that look like me. Drop the mic, boo. Drop the mic. Oh, she right. That is my new favorite college basketball player. Female college basketball player. Angel Reese. Go ahead with your bad ass. And I put a video of that on YouTube where I showed her giving her the you can't see me Dre, because when I was watching the end of the game and I saw that shit, I went off. I said, no, I got to put this on YouTube. And I was like, go ahead with your bad ass. And somebody wanted to comment, you're condoning that behavior. That says a lot about you. And I just simply responded, but when Caitlin Clark does it, America's rooting for her. America's rooting for her. But when Angel Reese does it, now it's classless. No. I said, I repeat, go ahead with your bad ass. Sorry, Caitlin. I loved it. I have never led talking sports on this show with the women's college basketball, anything. And yes, them LSU girls did America proud, okay? Because they beat the shit out of them. They said they was going to do it. They said we wish you would do it. And after they bust their ass, Angel Reese looked right at Caitlin Clark and said, you can't see me. Ring coming. Book it, bitch. I'm serious. I love it. I loved it. Now, I was rooting for South Carolina. Yes, I was. Getting happy Virginia Tech got in the tournament. I'm happy. Made it to the Final Four. But man, boy, I was a Bayou Bengal last night. Yesterday afternoon when I was watching that game. Yes, absolutely. Congratulations to the LSU Lady Tigers for winning their first ever national championship game. Their coach, Motley, she's one of the great coaches ever for female college basketball. This is her fourth championship, second school that she's taken to a title. Congratulations, LSU. And again, Caitlin Clark is a hell of a player. This is, and what I love is that it's getting, even though, you'll have people saying, well, you should be talking about the game instead of the taunt, if you will. But you know what? Women's basketball is on fire. We're going to see Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. We're going to see Angel Reese in the WNBA. We're going to see Aaliyah Boston from South Carolina in the WNBA. We're going to see these chicks. You know, and that's great because they can ball. They can play. Caitlin Clark set a record for the most points combined scored in the tournament, male or female. She should be proud of that. But them LSU women made history last night too. Most points ever scored in a championship game. Bust your ass. Bust yo ass to the white meat.
Biatch.
Got you thinking about it. And Caitlin Clark, she handled it classic, because what else could you do? You were doing it the entire season. Now you got a taste of your own medicine. So boo freaking who. Sorry, Caitlin. Angel Reese. You go, girl. You go, girl. Oh, you go, girl. You fine too. God damn, that girl fine. She is. Now to the men's portion of college basketball. The national championship game is tonight. It is between the UConn Huskies and the San Diego State Aztecs. For the San Diego State Aztecs, this is their first time appearing in the national championship game. For the UConn Huskies, they will be seeking to win their 5th national championship since 1999. In a Final Four that had all new bloods, UConn is the only blue blood, and they are heavily favored to cut down the nets again. And what's crazy is that UConn was a 4 seed in the region where they were ranked for the tournament. They have destroyed everybody. I mean, they have not had a close tournament game yet. And you didn't see. I mean, UConn started off the season great. They were number 2 at one point during this college basketball season. But since this tournament, Sanogo, and they got a big front line. Now, Sanogo, he the star as far as the front line, but they got 6'9", 6'10", 7'2" on their front line. Them boys is huge. Them boys are huge. But they, like I said, the way I was talking to my uncle about this, I love the way UConn plays because they play inside-out basketball. They don't just try to chuck a whole bunch of threes like the way basketball is doing now. They play an inside-out game. They work to the big man. They kick it out. They got shooters. There's constant movement on their offense. They have been a juggernaut in this tournament. I'm talking about their win over Miami on Saturday night was their lowest margin of victory through the tournament. And they beat them by 13 points. Everybody else has been 15 or better. You saw what they did to Gonzaga? They absolutely destroyed Gonzaga. They've destroyed everybody. Now the San Diego State game, that was the great game of the Final Four weekend because San Diego State had to come back from a 14-point deficit to Florida Atlantic, who was was a Cinderella story in their own right, 9th seed in their region, out of Conference USA. They don't get a lot of respect coming out of that conference, but they had the most wins of any Division I team this year heading into the Final Four, controlled the game throughout, but San Diego State slowly walked them down, and at the buzzer, Lamont Butler made a jump shot, got into his space after they had a defensive stop. Lamont Butler's dribbling the ball. I'm like, is he going to get a shot off? And he shot it, and it was pure, nothing but net. So this is this national championship game. It should be interesting. I know that I'm pretty sure that the NCAA is at least praying for a competitive game because, again, UConn has been blowing everybody out. They've been blowing everybody out. San Diego State plays some defense. They can play some defense. I just don't know if you have the bodies to match up with those boys from UConn, with Sanogo and those guys. They are right now killing people. And Dan Hurley, their coach, he's one of the good young coaches out there in NCAA land. So they're doing it. They're doing it. I expect the Huskies to win. I would like to see a good game. And I expect the Huskies to win. I would just like to see a good game. I would not be surprised though if UConn put foot to ass again. But San Diego State, it was one ESPN analyst who thought that Alabama would have smooth sailing to the Final Four if they could get past San Diego State. So San Diego State, in that conference between San Diego State, Baylor, Virginia, it wasn't going to be easy for Alabama to get out. And ultimately, Alabama lost to San Diego State, who, again, they're here. They're in their first ever national championship game. This is the fifth for UConn. UConn has never lost a championship game, actually, national championship game, and I've been able to see all of them. One of the greatest national championship games I ever saw was UConn's first one, 1999. They beat Duke in a game that was, filled with players you may not remember. Rip Hamilton, he was on that UConn team. Khalid Elamine, he was a beast. Ricky Moore, defensive ace. Kevin Freeman, Jake Voskuhl. I remember that squad because they beat Elton Brand and Corey Maggette, William Avery, Shane Battier, Chris Carrawell. I remember that Duke squad. I mean, they won in 99. They won in 2004 with Emeka Okafor and Ben Gordon. They won in 2011 when Kemba Walker went on his magical run. And then they won in 2014 with Shabazz Napier. They're undefeated in championship games. They're looking to go 5-0 and have their fifth national championship since 1999. Will it be the blue blood or the new blood cutting down the nets in Houston? So that is my college basketball news for the day. On to the NBA. Boy, let me tell you something right now. Boy, my Lakers is dangerous now. The Los Angeles Lakers are finally over 500 for the first time in over a season. Man, oh man, oh man. Yes. The Lakers are dangerous. You heard me. Even LeBron James coming off an injury. I've never been a fan of Rob Pelinka as the general manager, but I have to give him major props to what he's done to this Los Angeles Lakers team since the trade line, starting with the Hachimura trade, to bringing D'Angelo Russell, Vanderbilt, and Malik Beasley. They have been awesome. They finally found a starting lineup that works. Coach Darvin Ham has finally found a starting lineup that works. That is D'Angelo Russell at the 1, Austin Reeves, who can play at the 2. You got Vanderbilt at the 3, and then you got Braun and AD. And the only thing that concerns me is always Anthony Davis, because we don't know when that check engine light soon is going to come on. But Anthony Davis has been balling. Put up 40 last night, 38 the prior 2 games before then. They balling. They're in the 7th spot in the West, trying to avoid the play-in. They're just a half a game behind Golden State, who sits at 6. Golden State, who lost last night to Denver without Jokic. Golden State has just been terrible on the road. I don't understand. I don't get it. But I still can't bet against them until I see somebody put them out. In the East, Milwaukee, Boston. That's number 1, number 2. Boston beat the shit out of Milwaukee late last week. They beat them like 41 points in Milwaukee. But I'm not going to take that as much seriousness. We got playoff berths that are clinched, though. Playoff berths that are clinched where you don't have to go through the play-in. Milwaukee, number 1, Boston 2, Philadelphia 3, Cleveland 4. Cleveland's only 2.5 games back from Philadelphia for that 3rd spot. The New York Knicks clinched the playoff berth last night. The Knicks are back in the playoffs. They're at the 5 seed. It looks like more likely than not it's going to be New York versus Cleveland in the first round. Brooklyn, and I gotta give Brooklyn credit, man, because when they lost KD and Kyrie, I'm like, okay, Brooklyn is probably going to fold down to the play-in spot, and it doesn't look like they're going to do that because Mikal Bridges has become a star, and it's like, damn, you couldn't do this while you were at Phoenix, but that wasn't his role. That was not his role. So the play-in, matter of fact, the 10 teams for the East are set as far as, I say 10 teams because 10 teams from the East aren't going to the playoffs. But you got 5 teams that clinched. I think Brooklyn is going to hold on to that 6th spot. They're going to avoid the play-in. And, the play-in is going to come down to Miami, Atlanta, Toronto, and Chicago. And Chicago has been playing very good basketball lately. You just don't know where the seeds are going to be at. As of right now, Miami would be playing Atlanta, that 7-8 game. And Chicago will be playing Toronto in that 8-9 game, which I think is stupid. Only reason why it would be remotely acceptable this year to me in the East is because the difference between 7th place and 10th place is 2.5 games. In the West, Denver's clinched number 1. Memphis has started rolling again. They're number 2. Sacramento is going to remain in that number 3 spot. I for sure thought that when Kevin Durant got to Phoenix, they were going to overtake Sacramento for that 3rd spot. But, of course, KD got hurt. He's now back playing well. But Sacramento does have that 3rd spot. Phoenix has the 4th spot. The Clippers have the 5 spot. Warriors 6. Lakers 7. Pelicans 8. Timberwolves 9. Oklahoma City at 10. So the playoffs start. I want to say the playoffs start next week. This is the last week of the regular season. As I told you, once football ended, I am in full-blown basketball mode. You feel me? I'm in full-blown basketball mode. Nothing much to talk about as far as the NFL. I'm pretty sure I'll talk NFL once Sean and David get on the phone, but no movement as far as Lamar Jackson, no movement as far as Aaron Rodgers. Darius Slay resigned. There was an article saying how he almost became a Raven, but he's not. So really, that's really nothing much to talk about. Right now, the realm of sports, to me, pretty much revolves around basketball. Basketball. But yeah, I want to get my guys on the line if I'm able to. And now I do have my guys on the phone. It's been a couple weeks since the last time I had Brother Sean, Cousin David on the line at the same time. What's up, fellas?
What's up, Dave? What's good, player? Ain't nothing. Hi, America.
What you say?
Hi, America.
He said, "Hi, America." So yes, I look. I had my, I talked. I had my moment, to talk about what I needed to talk about. So I said that us three were gonna make light and make fun of the situation. So what's up, fellas? What up?
Right? Crazy but too long, nigga. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna put them all in the category, but say that age and single, I'm pretty sure they got some crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Are you denying that there's crazy bitches out here? I'm not denying it. I'm just not trying to get attacked by the crazy bitches. I mean, I feel it. Confirm my theory. They're crazy. That's a wild shit, though, bro. That's wild. Yeah.
I mean, the level of pettiness was just so real.
Like he said the fart spray. I was like, nigga, that sounds like some shit we could do.
Right.
Hey, look. Hey, maybe that's all the karma from when we did call them high schools back when we were in.
Oh, damn. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Your little karma coming back to you. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Fart spray? Like, you do that shit a lot. Nah, bro. You know how petty you gotta be to goddamn to steal somebody's remote, bro? That's like I mean, you really rather got all the remotes and then goddamn the fucking instant back. Like, this is kind of crazy, bro. You still talking about the sugar rush, motherfucker? With a goddamn instant set, I'm gonna break this shit out. You want some popping that smell good? It smells good now, nigga, when I break this. You gonna be 10 niggas in your crib and have them all fart at the same time. You take a breath tonight, motherfucker. Not at all, nigga. No fart. You know how expensive food is? We gotta see her. Where she at? We gotta send her.
I mean, and that's all I can say is, sometimes we wonder why people are single. You see somebody with a pretty face and think of the waist, you're like, how is this person single? Well,
you know why? Because she out here breaking instant back.
Yeah.
because that's the bitch that'll cut your shower curtain up. That's why.
Cut the shower curtains up.
That motherfucker dump litter and cut the goddamn vacuum so you can't vacuum it. Did I forget something? Yeah. Hey, man, she said, you gonna sweep this shit up, nigga. Yeah, bro. It ain't funny to shit like this. Sometimes that shit don't end well, you know. But, yeah.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. What pissed me off the most, outside of the throwing all my food away, because that was a new level of rage. Because now again, you're taking stuff out of my kid's mouth, so that's a new level of rage. But other than that, what pissed me off the most was my damn remote controls.
Man, you know how hard it is, that remote shit, wow.
My nigga, I had to watch, bruh, I had to watch college baseball that whole night.
Bruh. No, all you had to do was download the app on your phone. Your Xfinity don't get good.
Well, I called Xfinity, and they said they don't do that no more.
Oh shit, I definitely got that shit.
Well, yeah, but I had remotes the very next day. But by the time I finished cleaning up, it was like 2:00 in the morning, and I was like, okay, whatever. By the time I laid my head on the pillow, I was out in 5 minutes anyway. But I'm like, damn, I was like, this person wanted to hit me where it hurts. They took my motherfucking remote controls.
Yeah,
I mean, the remote controls to all the TVs and the Fire Stick. Like, god damn.
Because if that was me, let me tell you the real shit. They would have came after my game. And Sean don't play by the game. So, I would have been all over that ass. You hear me?
Well, bro, let me tell you something. You know, I had just got my new DJ equipment, right? Do you know my new DJ equipment? Do you know? No. Do you know how? No, I took it over to my pop house on Monday, a couple days before. Okay. You know how glad I am I did that?
Bro, you the fuck your DJ equipment up, bro. Whoa.
Now, my tone would have been a whole lot different had that happened, bro.
We got it nailed up. Trish said she was ready. She was ready to ride.
Hey, man. Hey, man, my nigga Eddie said if it was any one time that I needed Kia, that I wanted to see Kia put on.
Yeah. That's how you fight fire with fire. Trish like, crazy to fight nobody. Crazy. She was going to try to talk it out. Now. Yeah. Now. What you not gonna do is throw away no good ass chicken. My baby can use that litter. What you mean? Yeah.
And this was plotted and planned, my nigga.
I'm gonna unfollow your ass. She had that gun in her purse that's ready for you to leave.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I think what did you go do? Go to Party City to get some glitter, cut up some raw chicken, fart spray? Like, come on, man. Like, what? But I mean, because honestly, but all you did.
I wanted you to make sure that she ain't do no wild shit. She been, as far as calling them to make sure that she ain't do no gas leaks or no shit like that. Cause that shit serious.
I had to, bro. Yeah, because it smelled like rotten eggs up here. I said, oh no.
Yeah, you know.
I said, I'm not gonna touch shit. I'm not gonna light shit. So hell yeah, I had the fire department.
Who knows?
Yeah, I had the fire department up in here. They said, "No, your gas level ain't up. It's not a gas thing." It's like this person probably went to a novelty shop or got some fart spray or maybe put some raw food.
Fart spray in your crib.
And it could have been that damn raw chicken that she had thrown all over the place.
That's like stupid. Like, I want to go to you. I just want to know what the process was this whole time. Like, who was you thinking the whole time? Like.
Exactly.
That's just so funny, bro. Just leave, bro. Just leave.
Yeah, exactly.
And you got a kid. So why put yourself in that situation where you could possibly be arrested or put somewhere when your kid got to be out back? Like, that's stupid, bro. Right. That just makes you look at somebody like, yo, you a piece of shit for real. Dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
How old are we, bro? Come on.
Bro, I said as far as a parent goes, bro, I have no respect for her as a parent, period.
Yeah. She took food out of your kid's mouth, bro. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb as shit. What, because you in your feelings?
He did document it. I told him to take it to small claims court, but he was like, how can you prove it? I can prove that shit. Yeah, she the only one in the crib, cuz. Yeah, she did that shit, bro.
Yeah.
I prove the fuck out of that bitch. I'll take it just to take it, man. We gonna see it. I know you just want to be over it, but nah, bro. No. Yeah.
Well, no, my thing is like I said, how can you prove? Because she didn't break in. You know.
Come on, I'll be a witness. I was there. I seen it, dude. I think I just randomly hit myself in the face real quick and be like, and she hit me on the way out. We gotta white woman, we'll always make it. Ain't that right there?
True that. White women always.
Oh yeah, we can't speak on races right now because of Angel Reese right now. We got to come.
Oh, I already talked about Angel Reese. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But
yeah, can't see me.
But but after my initial rage and a couple of days to cool down, I said, you know what? You didn't damage my place. I still have a place to provide for my kids. You inconvenienced me for a night. That's literally all you did. You inconvenienced me for a night. You threw a temper tantrum. Are you happy? Round of applause. You clearly plotted and planned it, and you executed it, but you didn't do anything that wasn't replaceable. Because everything has already been replaced with the exception of my vacuum cleaner. I said, man, I can't wait to talk to Sean and David about this. I said, because we gonna make light of the situation. I'm just gonna tell niggas now. Watch your shower curtains.
Yeah, man. First shower curtains. Let me tell you really shower with a whole shower curtain.
Yeah, watch your shower curtains.
You are better than me because I'm better too.
Yeah. You know my daddy ass. Oh, I don't want to have her ass. Shit. Fuck that. You still in the state? Okay. All right.
I be at her kids' baseball game going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, that ass
trying to say fuck your mama.
You can get shot. Let's not do that. Yeah, let's leave that alone. You go somewhere and do that, you will get shot.
Man, and Alicia said she's not trying to be funny, but this is why dudes put their hand on women.
Bro, like, I mean,
not endorsing it, because that's not the way to go. But she said this is why some dudes put their hand on women for shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta protect
now define that. Are we talking about the Chris Brown level of whooping ass?
Oh Lord, bro. Let's be careful on this, because we ain't trying to get canceled.
Well, Alicia said that's why they like wearing all of that red, because she the devil.
Yeah, that's why. That's wild as hell, bro. I mean,
because even the women I've talked to about this was like, yo, man, this person need their ass whooped, like real shit.
That's wild. All that shit she could do, that's crazy. Yeah, she was busting windows out the car. She went in your house and sprayed sparks.
No, I'm telling you, one part where she had niggas she do come up in the crib and fart at the same time.
Yeah, she's super crazy for that. She went and purchased some shit to got there make you. I'm gonna fuck this nigga up. Put this damn fart spray at.
And you know what she did before she did all that? She did her practice monologue. She was like, "Oh, you ready, bitch? I'm ready."
Yeah. You know, she's talking in the mirror. Take me out. Got something to put me out. She was talking to herself like a motherfucker. What you mean? I can't do. Where this damn chicken at? Give me this chicken.
You ain't frying nothing.
I
guess it's taking out for dinner.
That's the shit you do like when you're young and fucking super in love and goddamn. They goddamn you just don't know how to handle your emotions. Ain't nobody teach you nothing.
Pretty much.
I'm saying that's that shit you do there, and not when you damn near pushing goddamn midlife crisis, woman.
Yeah, that is that teenage scorn woman shit.
Look at that.
I don't know. You think before all of this happened, you think she watched The Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
It was on repeat.
She think Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Look, that's her classic movie. She probably got that motherfucker in the goddamn on the wall in her house. Picture frame.
Yeah, just what Martin's face scratched up.
He learned from crazy. I don't know. That's crazy, bro. Yikes. I'm glad you got out of that joint. I was scared you and the kids, bro, because that was the beginning, bro. Whoa. Yeah, and y'all had nothing in each other's names. That's good, because imagine if you would have had to go through all that stuff. You know what I mean?
All of what stuff?
You would have got married. And
oh, yes. Oh, my God. I mean, babe, do you know how many times I have thanked God over the last 3 days of what I avoided?
Boy, you avoided the whole situation. That motherfucker's crazy.
Woo.
You know, motherfuckers never show you they flags at the beginning.
No, you get the representative.
You know it. Yeah, you was crazy in the beginning. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. You was crazy as hell,
transfer you through a real person.
Okay, crazy, though.
Let me show you crazy, nigga.
I'm a little crazy, too. I need crazy to deal with my crazy, so I get it.
Oh, my God. David, what did you just say?
I'm petty too though, because if she would have get some shit like that to me, bro, I swear to God, like whether it had been now or a week or 2 or 3 weeks or 4 months, yeah, I wait a while so the police can't trace it back to me. They don't come to that class. I don't let shit go, bro. Yeah, I don't let shit go. You would be like that. We could have did that shit in our 20s. 32. I want motherfucker to know right now. It's a motherfucker right now waiting to see I'm gonna strip this nigga butt naked and take all this shit. Because what he did in the military, nigga. I'm telling you, I tell motherfuckers every day. I ain't gonna say no names because they don't know what I'm talking about, but they probably know if they hear this shit. When I see you, you get butt naked and I'm taking all your shit, bro.
So I'm taking your shit. I'm
taking your shit. You can watch this. I'm gonna tell you this nigga did to me, bro. This nigga ran up.
I know who you talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This shit and left and took all my clothes. When I see this nigga, I swear to God.
Bye, bitch.
Swear to God, on and top. It's on him. I ain't got no worries, bro. I ain't got no worries, bro. I'm crazy and petty, nigga. You do that shit to me and I can't reach out to you. You was gone before I got to you. Okay. Okay, bro.
It's finna happen. It's finna happen.
Boy, when I find this motherfucker. On my mama, bro.
Oh, shit.
Now you know it's real. Nigga done put on his mama. Oh, it's finna go down.
Oh, man, you ain't never lied.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't do no shit like that to people. Oh, we was young. Yeah.
I mean, but you see, that was some young person shit. Like homegirl in mid-30s. Like, what are you doing?
Goddamn being crazy. That's why they motherfuckers be single, bro. Be on goddamn Match.com with their crazy ass.
And I said this before we even broke up. I said, as long as you think being petty is your solution, you always gonna find yourself at square one. I would tell anybody that.
But an ass whooping, though. Ass whooping, though.
Yeah, she deserves a mean ass whooping.
Ain't nothing petty about these hands.
Nothing about these hands. You can catch all them hands.
Oh man.
And then some.
I mean, even our
shit, I woke up.
Even our beloved little Alicia said she need an ass whip.
Oh, she had it. That's an ass whooping. You did some ass whooping like shit. That's an on-site ass whooping type.
When I see you at Kroger, when I see you out at Publix, you getting your ass whooped.
See where she be at, bro. I tell you, bro. Let me know, bro. Let me know. I'm vetted. Ain't got nothing to do with my time. Ain't got nothing to do with my time. I could do shit that's just crazy enough, but not enough to get in trouble for. You know what I'm saying? like, damn, that was fucked up. You'll never know me, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Super crazy.
Just the wooden pieces to my incense sticks. That shit made me laugh. That did.
You gotta do shit that's crazy, but man, you gotta do shit back to them, bro. You know where she be at, bro. Just send me the address. I'll do it for you, bro. Yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. I'm petty. I'm crazy. The military made me extra crazy too, so I'm with it. Yeah. I ain't got nothing to do, bro. You just like that, wash the dishes and make it breakfast. I ain't got shit to do. What's up? Man, watch this, make breakfast at 12 noon. What's up? I ain't got shit to do. What's up?
What's up? 15. Time to go fuck with this bitch.
Right?
5 o'clock is my crazy.
You can put it on the schedule every day. It's an alarm on his phone. Oh, time to go fuck with this bitch. Oh, time to go fuck with it. She thought she was going to have a good day? Nah, fuck that.
Yeah. Hell no.
I'm thinking outside kissing her flower pot.
When she walk out of McDonald's with some shit bumping to her and make her food fall over.
Smack her hand. Her food on the ground.
Like, oh shit, my bad. Go around and sneeze on her burger and shit.
You gonna eat that?
Oh my God,
don't touch my car. Touch it, I'll piss on the motherfucker. I ain't gonna touch it, I'll piss on it.
That's hilarious.
Nigga come out the crib and she catches his ass pissing in her flower pot.
I got a whole crazy nigga outfit, bro. I wear too. Got the shield and everything with it.
Let me find out your ass come outside looking like you part of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, man. We set up, nigga. Throw the bat taking off. Put the C in the air. I'm coming. Yeah. That nigga like, this is crazy. It's real.
Crazy.
You know, I said this early on the show. I kept dropping hints of Philly special. Maybe it was Philly special education. I don't know.
Hey, look, don't put Philly in this, goddamn. She ain't got nothing to do with Philly.
Oh, wow.
She got to be a Cowboys fan.
You said what?
She might from
She got to be a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, gotta be. She a number
like,
one. Tattooed on her back is number one Dak supporter.
Yeah. She got a Steven Jones.
Not so much. That cool.
Yeah. You got the GM son on it.
Well, speaking of petty, and I don't say this in a disrespectful way, Angel Reese. Now I can talk about some sports. I shouted out Angel Reese. Earlier. She gave Caitlin Clark the "You Can't See Me" after LSU bust their ass in the national championship game.
Yeah.
And of course, the American media wants to say that she was classless.
Before last night.
Say what?
I said, to be honest, I didn't know who now one of the motherfuckers was before last night. I didn't know before all the shit popped off. To be honest about it.
Well, I knew who they were because I heard
y'all telling me about the Caitlyn chick. I didn't even know her, because she was balling.
Yeah, she like the female Steph Curry.
The game, because when we was watching, I think I started watching when Tech and them was playing.
Yeah, Virginia Tech had made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, and I started watching with Tech and them because they were shooting their ass off in that joint, and I was like, yo, that's tough. So we was watching all the March Madness shit, because, I don't really get into college shit anyway. But we started watching that shit, and so I watched it, what happened. In my opinion on it, real talk about it, everybody talks shit. Like, I don't know the whole story. So from me looking at it from just that, it was like, okay, the game over. She talked shit to her at the game when it's ended. She followed her around. That could have been put like, that was too much. But then when you hear the whole story about how she did it and what was going on with this shit like that, and then the competitiveness of the game, I can get the shit, you know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers talk shit, whether it be males or females, you know what I'm saying? And let that girl do her thing. Like she should have won the fucking game, goddammit. That's what I say.
Well, exactly.
And this shit talk to.
And when I talked to you earlier about how tribal the game against South Carolina was, you got Iowa, nothing but snow bunnies, against South Carolina, nothing but sisters. They were undefeated. They beat South Carolina. She do the "You Can't See Me." LSU's the women's basketball team for LSU said before the game, we wish she would try to do that on us. They said we don't take disrespect lightly. So when they bust their ass, Angel Reese did the same shit, and she is a bad.
We ain't gonna talk about this because I'm what that made me think.
No. I'm on hiatus. I'm on the sideline. Let me tell you something. When it comes to relationships, this is where I'm at. In the great words of DMX, you thinking life, I'm thinking more like what's up tonight. That's it.
You better right now with them crazy shit out here. You better bet them. Don't bring it to your house. Get a hotel.
Yeah, bruh.
That's it.
Hello, okay?
Don't even go to their house because they'll try to set you up and have some little crazy.
Oh, no, bro. That's definitely a no-no.
These motherfuckers crazy. You got to say crazy. These motherfuckers crazy on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. On both sides. But as far as that basketball situation goes, when Caitlin Clark did it to South Carolina, here comes the American media. America's rooting for you, Caitlin. But then when Angel Reese does it, when the black chick does it, oh, that's classless. Get the fuck out of here. Come on now, double standard.
Everything has to turn to skin color when it comes to shit like that, especially sports. You know what I'm saying? But it's so funny because when I turned it on and I seen Iowa against LSU, I said, oh, fight against black. That's the
Yeah.
That's the first thing you look at. You look at all that shit, and you see, look at a team full of white girls and a team full of black girls. It's sad because that's what it is. And some people don't even give a fuck about, don't know who the fuck is who. You don't know who that player is, you just see skin color and be like, yeah, I'm going for that person. You go for people that look like you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, I mean, that's natural to do, but that's wild, man. That's a wild shit, bro.
But I bet you know one thing. All of them hoes crazy.
All of them. They probably out there goddamn cutting curtains out right now.
Not the curtains.
In a locker room right now, and they done already sprayed their locker room with park spray.
Not the curtains.
And that motherfucker. putting in their case a locker and everything.
Yeah. You was in there to beat y'all too and shit.
Hell yeah, you better watch her goddamn instant back. Them just gone.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, man.
Bruh. Oh, and watching TV tonight? Forget about it.
Yeah, you better get a new universal remote, bitch, because I got all them motherfuckers.
You can't watch the recap on ESPN.
You know what would have been more funny? You know what would have been more funny? I don't even know if I can say it like that. You know what would have been funny, or whatever the case may be, is if she didn't even take the control, she just took the batteries out of them bitches and took all your batteries and shit like that. So batteries out the smoke alarm and shit like that.
The battery back, nigga. The battery back.
No, or the back of the controller, because you know how fucking mad you would be just the back of the controller go.
Yeah. Every time you set the controller down, the batteries will fall out and shit.
Yeah.
Or you got to put some.
You all hype over the game and you throw that bitch because you have battery pop out.
You got to get some duct tape to put on the back of your controller.
This bitch took all my battery back from my remote back.
And you'll just keep reliving that shit and be like, oh, that bitch took my battery back. God damn it.
I can't believe this bitch took my battery back.
Man, bro, when I saw the wooden sticks on the incense broken, I started laughing. I did.
Bruh.
I did. Now, when I saw my remotes was gone, I was like, really? What?
Damn, I just smoked this motherfucker out. Hold on, let me tell my boy I'm coming. Yo, bro, I'm still here. Give 2 more minutes. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's real ratchet type shit, man.
It is, man.
Yeah.
The light, dog. That's what I was thinking the other day, B. I was like, man, you know, she's probably had a history of shit like this.
Yeah, she's no stranger to this shit because she didn't damage my apartment.
That ain't no new shit. That's some shit I done did before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't up and spray fart spray in a nigga crib and goddamn take the remote.
She probably had a whole.
You've been through this.
She probably got a whole toxic goddamn backpack. That shit just goddamn under. That shit was probably under your goddamn floor. She just packed that bitch in there, just ready to unleash the goddamn crazy pack. Just dropping shit on your ass. That was a case of emergency type shit. Hell yeah.
Well, it all. I mean, bro, the shit all added. The shit all made sense. It all made sense because there was the pack of raw chicken that was sitting in the refrigerator for 2 weeks, and then now all of a sudden that pack is gone. The knife is in the sink, and then his latex gloves laying on the counter.
Nigga, she did you a favor with that one. You eating 2 weeks in the fridge chicken out of there.
Nigga, the fuck you doing with that chicken in there like that? What? Oh
yeah, nigga, y'all ain't eating down there?
Why you ain't eat it? You at least freeze it, bitch.
Yeah, and then I started finding pieces of raw chicken on the wall, on the floor, under the beds.
I'm like, why that shit smell like ass, bro?
Yeah.
2 week ass chicken laying around.
Right. Nigga, you violating chicken. Now that shit's gonna make me mad.
Hey, I'm in here. You know, waste good chicken. Both of y'all motherfuckers. I'm mad at both of y'all niggas.
Chicken in the fridge for 2 weeks, nigga. Even if you did eat it, your ass would be in the hospital now. She'd have won again.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Fuck you,
this is hilarious.
Eat or free.
That motherfucker grew his wings back. Oh shit! I just thought of that shit. God damn it!
Oh man. Well, it's not much to talk about as far as the NFL front goes. No movement on Lamar. No movement on Aaron Rodgers.
It's shitty time of the year. Yeah, it's a shitty time of the year. You know, shit ain't gonna pop off until draft. That's probably when that Aaron Rodgers shit gonna pop off.
Yep.
And that's when a lot of other movement gonna pop off and trades and all that shit.
Oh, man. Aaron Rodgers right now is talking to the cartel from that anyway, so we ain't hear shit about him anyway.
But there we go again with the double. But see, there's a double standard thing again with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers goes on blackout retreats where he's smoking ayahuasca. Nobody says nothing about that, but Josh Gordon is a drug addict.
Yeah, I mean, so you already know what it is.
I know what it is.
Reacting to Josh Gordon being a drug addict?
You say what?
And Josh, hey, look, you know what's so Gordon? You know what's so fucked up? Is that now, like, nobody really gives a shit about weed, and Josh Gordon was like, just fucked his whole life up over there.
Right, exactly.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That nigga got suspended like 8 times over something that don't nobody even care about now.
You don't give a shit about now.
Yeah. If you doing actual drugs, nigga, then we'd be like, all right. Hey, you need to change your life.
Nigga in the locker room goddamn shooting up heroin and shit. Like,
Right.
fuck out of here, man.
Right. Before every game, this nigga snort 2 lines of shit.
Yo, man, I can't get on the field.
Too hard for this game. Yeah. Y'all niggas want some?
I mean and now Josh Gordon is in the XFL, probably highest gas.
How the motherfucker he still playing? Isn't he like 80 years old now?
Josh Gordon, he's like 31, 32?
Yeah.
This shit happened this shit happened with like every year early in his career.
Yeah.
And they just noticed that pattern?
I mean, dude just like to smoke weed.
Nobody really give a fuck about smoking weed, but it's like when he get caught, he's like, damn, this is pretty way.
Yeah, like we ain't know nothing about it.
We ain't know nothing. They probably in there smoking with him.
Right. Exactly.
They talking about that weed shit. You know, half them owners out there goddamn be snorting crack off of them little strippers.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting ready to say, them owners is doing them rich drugs.
Them rich drugs. That shit that you ain't even heard about. Man.
Yeah.
They get that shit from the aliens.
They probably mad at Aaron Rodgers because he putting the secret out.
Yeah, come on.
And I just saw that the Colts are saying that they're probably going to draft the dude Will Levis instead of going after Lamar Jackson, but we'll see.
Hey, but look, listen to me. The Indianapolis Colts do not want a Negro as their fucking quarterback. They want to Peyton Manning, to Andrew Luck, to goddamn Jacoby Brissett, and said, no, we can't do Jacoby. We gotta get Carson or somebody in it. Ain't no way in hell them Indianapolis people want to see Anthony Richardson or anybody like that or Lamar Jackson as their
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah. Face of their franchise. Are you joking? Nope. Hey, you already know what's happening to
Of
Lamar
course.
Jackson and why he ain't
Of course.
You already know it. How you not paying an MVP, nigga? How many motherfuckers want an MVP quarterback on their team right the fuck now?
I would say unless 3/4 of the league could use that.
Exactly. Listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. If Josh Allen ass was on the block right now, them niggas would be. If Josh Allen was in Lamar shoes right now,
everybody would be lining up.
Everybody be lining up. And that motherfucker runs hard as hell and runs and trucks people like he's a fucking running back. His style of play is not going to last in the NFL, and they say that shit, but they don't never say he's a running quarterback, and that motherfucker be running like every 2 seconds.
He was the best running back on their team.
Exactly. But don't nobody talk about Josh Allen like that. Ain't nobody saying shit about him like that. But shit on Lamar. Maybe, but whatever. But we already know what it is.
We know what it is, absolutely.
We know what it is. It's always what it is.
It's been how the NFL's always been.
No, ain't nobody tripping off that shit, bro. Lamar will get his money. At the end of the day, the Baltimore Ravens don't look like some assholes because whether or not they pay him or whether or not he don't get it, I mean, it's still to the point. Like, if I was Lamar, the really shit I can say, you know how people always like, I'm going to hold out? Nah, I ain't holding out. You gonna pay me, and I'm gonna fuck your franchise up, because every time they snap that ball, I'm gonna fumble that bitch. Oh, you wanna keep me out here? Okay, I got you.
I would just go ahead and take the Kirk Cousins route if I was him. I would take the Kirk Cousins route, the 2 years worth of franchise tags, that's guaranteed money. No. And then because it worked perfectly for him. Because nobody, think about it, when Kirk Cousins got his deal with the Vikings, he had just made $70 million off the Redskins for the previous 2 years playing under franchise tag. Then went and got an $84 million fully guaranteed contract. Nobody made a big fuss about it because, I mean, the only reason why people were saying things was like, well, okay, it's a fully guaranteed contract. We ain't used to seeing that. And because of who it was, Kirk Cousins, he got a fully guaranteed contract. If I was Lamar, I would do the same shit. Or I would ask Baltimore for a 3-year contract worth $150 million.
I'm not fucking playing for Baltimore. Fuck them.
Because if he accepts the franchise tag, then it's like saying, all right, well, I give up. So I need this money at the end of the day. So whatever.
Well, and plus, it's the type of franchise tag. Because, see, the non-exclusive tag pays you $32 million. If it was the regular franchise tag, that's $45 million. So you even getting shortchanged $13 million. But the crazy thing is the $32 million would be more than he's totally made throughout his whole career up to date. So I mean, I'm with you. I think Baltimore is doing them dirt ball, personally. But go ahead and trade him. We'll take him in Denver. Straight up swap for Russell Wilson.
I can't take him over Jalen, though. I love my boy Jalen.
No, see, Jalen done got y'all to a Super Bowl. No, you don't do that.
Oh, yeah. No, he around for a while. He good.
But to be honest with you, what these quarterbacks need to do is take more team-friendly deals because you can keep the rest of your team stacked around you. See, that's what Brady was the master of.
Yeah, he would take that pay cut.
Yeah.
And then now give me a wide receiver. Give me a running back. Give me some guys on the line.
Or Belichick could have his defense loaded up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Somebody put out an April Fool's video a couple days ago. It was convincing too. It was Tom Brady saying that he was going to come back for one more year. He was going to come back this time and play for the Patriots, a 1 year, $24 million deal. And the shit seemed believable. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then at the very end of the video, it said April Fool. I was like, damn. Okay. All right, you got that one.
You know what? That would have got me too. Because, like, nigga, we old now. So it's like, damn, this nigga really finna come back. April Fool. God damn it, that's son of a bitch.
Right. I mean, if he came back to the Patriots, I mean, I don't know what he would. I mean, they don't really have no receivers out now because Aguilar just went to Baltimore. That's what you tell Lamar Jackson. Don't worry, Lamar, we're gonna get you some good receivers. We just got you Nelson Aguilar.
Yikes!
Yeah. I'd have slapped. That would have got fire slap from you right then and there. You got me who, man? Bring your face. Bring your face.
I ain't give that man no help, bro. Nah. They Cam Newton help.
Speaking of Cam Newton, you think anybody gonna sign him since he did his little his pro day?
Fuck no.
Nobody want that dude.
Nah. That's
I don't even like Cam Newton. I'm going to hell like him. Nah. Nobody want to see that loud motherfucker. That motherfucker be coming in looking like ass. I don't know about you, huh?
Yeah, if Cam would accept the fact if Cam would accept the fact that he would be a backup quarterback, I think somebody would sign him, but he still think he a starter somewhere.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Right.
All I'm saying to that. Stop that.
No, Cam Newton just one of them motherfuckers Cam Newton to me just one of them motherfuckers you just look at and don't like. I don't know. Who's just about it? Mm-hmm. Like Lil Bow Wow. I don't like that nigga.
What?
Oh, yeah, man. Fuck him, man. For real. Fuck him.
You know, like Shad Moss?
Hell no.
Yeah, any nigga named Shad, got a problem with it. Automatic. You don't got a real first name, nigga. Your mama made that shit.
It's like, I don't even know what it is. It's like, it ain't even hate because I don't even want to fuck with everything you got going on. I'm going to fuck what you did. It's just like, I don't even like niggas. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I think he was just put on the earth to be my arch nemesis.
Who, Bow Wow?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just want to smack the shit out of him. I don't know what it is.
He gonna fly you out. It ain't happening. He gonna fly you out first class. You on Spirit the next day, getting abused on the plane.
I'm an American citizen. You're gonna fly me where the fuck I gotta go.
You need this seat. Fuck you, Brady. Get up.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Spirit Airlines been throwing pregnant women out of their seats since 1970. Been the true thugs of the airways. What, you want to talk to somebody at 50,000 feet? Bitch, I'll throw you out the airline.
Fuck, I Spirit ran by Jerome and them.
Yeah. You said it's run by Jerome and them.
Yeah, Jerome and them were Spirit.
Oh. Not Uncle Jerome. I had to have a memorial for him last week. That shit hurt my heart.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah, but yeah,
fucking hilarious.
Hashtag again, fuck Chad Moss and Cam Newton.
I fucking hate Virginia. These allergies beat my ass, bro.
Oh, it's like that shit. I'm about to take my kids to the park, spring break and shit.
These shit's whipping my ass. Hold on, I'm just weak. I got a lot of snotty pippins to get out. You hear me?
I'm weak.
Yeah, I woke up coughing and hacking. I'm in the room. Like, is we outside right now?
Yeah, damn. Oh, man, I'm going to be up to see your ass in a month and some change, D.
Huh?
I said I'm gonna be up to see your ass in a month and some change, bro.
Yeah.
Huh?
We going to West Virginia?
I got DJ his wedding, man.
Look, Jesus, I pray for you.
Matter of fact, I gotta DJ his wedding 4 days after y'all want me to DJ Jock graduation.
How the fuck I ain't get invited to the wedding? I ain't coming to West Virginia.
Well, there you go.
I'm like, you ain't invited to the wedding,
Just saying, bro.
I'll be more than happy to have you ride with me, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just gonna be there for a night.
Bro, I ain't trying to end up in no back hill alley anywhere.
It's right near the university. It's a college town.
It's college town.
I ain't never heard of no niggas in West Virginia.
Well, this black ass niggas in West Virginia.
Yeah, right.
Blackest of niggas in West Virginia.
Like half the WVU team is black. What you talking about?
Them niggas ain't black, they just dark.
And fair enough. I do question some of them niggas.
Motherfucker come in and say, hey, do you know where Starbucks is?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna be up there. And that's a matter of fact, yeah, that's Memorial Day weekend. I'm gonna get there that Friday, do my thing Saturday. Yeah, definitely.
If it wasn't for the fact that I the WVU basketball team in Kroger, I'd be the same way. Been like this Starbucks ass drinking niggas.
Oh, you saw the basketball team in Kroger?
Nigga, they always in Kroger. They stay in Kroger.
What, up there, the college out?
Yeah. They stay in Kroger.
Well, I mean, it's a 4.5 hour road trip, so yeah, I'm a rent a whip that Friday morning. I'll be up there by that Friday evening. Just don't get me no crackhead room, David. I'm serious.
All the rooms crackhead in West Virginia. What you talking about?
God, see, shut up.
It's only a couple of them joints around.
Oh, well, don't put me in one of them, okay?
Hey, one of they all crackheads. West Virginia!
Nah, niggas ain't out here smoking crack, nigga. Those white folk mostly. They out here partying with goddamn coke and fucking fentanyl up here.
And
fentanyl everywhere, bro.
And ecstasy.
Ecstasy done came back?
I think so.
Oh my goodness. You need to grow up.
And hallucinogenics. They on their Aaron Rodgers.
Do real drugs.
Yeah, drinking Everclear.
Drinking Everclear. I remember I drank some shit called Diesel. That shit was in Jacksonville. That shit was like 100%.
Yeah, bruh. I tried the Everclear one time and I about passed the fuck out.
Oh man,
moonshine from Charles City will fuck you up too.
Oh yeah, man, yeah.
That's what Charles City folks drink. They drink Everclear all day long.
Yeah.
Well, I know Leisha Daddy used to get me that moonshine by the gallon.
All of them related in Charles City.
Yeah. There you go.
All them cousins. Let me stop, but they come at me.
I was getting ready to say, wait a minute. I was going to say.
Cousin of somebody.
I know a lot of Charles City people.
Yeah.
They all related.
Me too.
Oh,
Me too.
Live on the same
go
block.
to a family reunion, everybody there from Charles City.
Yeah.
We heard what you said on that internet, nigga. What'd you say?
You heard what we said. They gonna come get me with their animal print, zebra print shit on, because they all wear that shit. I wear zebra print shit.
I've been meaning to ask through the years, what's up with that shit? They be
zebra print with purple earrings on and shit.
I don't know, but I mean, the zebra style, you can get them in every color. You'll have the regular white and black, then you'll have green and black. You'll have red and black.
Nigga, I think be like, you talking about Charles City like that? I'm gonna get all my cousins in them.
And them. The cousins are the cousins of the cousins.
Nah, they finna ride.
That's how it be in Charles.
They finna ride on you.
Oh my goodness.
On your barbecue.
Right on your barbecue, yeah.
For my Jordan.
Ride on you at your own barbecue.
At your own barbecue.
Nigga. They don't even say AH, they use the hard R.
Y'all niggas need to get cocaine and bake it and sell it.
Oh shit, they deliver groceries to my neighbors. You think they got their ring bell on?
Cone roller.
I need some chicken. CS. I set it up.
I don't want to see no more raw chicken.
Yeah, nigga, your ass gonna be eating Popeyes for at least a week.
Yeah. I would say 2 days. 2 days. 2 days.
It was 2 days.
That's it. 2 days. 2 days. Anyway, fellas, I'm about to go do some dad shit, man. I'm about to go take these kids to the park, spring break and shit.
Yeah, mine in here blowing bubbles on the kitchen table like some dumbass.
Yeah, man. It's lunchtime and it's going to be part time because I want to spend some time with my little ones. And needless to say, when all of that stuff was going on, I did not allow them to see that shit. You heard me, D?
2 hours free of mine. I'm on the game. Fuck that.
Yeah, but with all of that stuff going on, I did not allow the kids in the apartment to see that shit. I waited until everything was cleaned up.
Absolutely, they don't need to be around that.
Nah.
They got the rest of their lives to see what crazy really is.
You ain't lying.
We already know it.
This is America. They gonna see a whole bunch of crazy.
A whole bunch of
it. Crazy. Shit, probably tomorrow.
She never knows. She might be crazy when we go to the park. Knock on wood.
We know it. Hey, don't bring it up. But you know.
No, I'm just trying to think. Should I go to Short Pump Park, Art Park, or Deep Run? I don't know.
Deep.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Short pump. Yikes.
Short pump, yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Short. Pump.
Short pump.
Short pump.
Yeah, you're right. That was our karma from back in the day, bro.
Y'all karma, nigga. It just happened to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that is what.
But me and Sean are in agreement. Go ahead, bitch, if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Knock your head off your shoulder.
I'm crazy too, girl. I ain't gonna do nothing that's gonna get me locked up because I got kids. But guess what? You gonna know it was me. Let you know it was me.
If I know by that shit, yeah, bitch, that was.
Yeah, it won't be no paper trail, but you'll know it was me. Goddamn.
Scared new religion in your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You think you would get?
I ain't got nothing on my record for a reason.
Hey, how about that?
Let me stop incriminating myself.
Pretty much. How far were you gonna go with that, bro?
Yeah, you was pulling straight to Tekashi just now.
Hey, you heard about what happened to him?
Oh,
Tekashi.
I'm sorry. I just laughed.
Man, that nigga just did that to get out there. Man, ain't nobody beat his ass for real. Because if them motherfuckers really wanted to beat his ass, he would caught more of an L than he caught like that. That shit was weak. He was just trying to sell something and get a Netflix show or some shit. All this shit stupid. They should have beat his ass a little more than that.
Right. But they beat him in the bathroom at the gym, though. Like, you
looking like a little girl.
Niggas are basically going to have to pee. And be like, hey, could you take that light-skinned, skittle-looking motherfucker over there? Because I got to pee.
I mean,
I got to pee.
They be beating that man up. He be out there talking.
I was going to say, they used to call him Tell Kashi Snitch 9.
Yeah, just go sit down somewhere, man. You know people out here trying to do you harm, bro.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I guess he thought it had been long enough, and now he can come back on the scene. I don't know.
And he better go move to West Virginia.
Nah, just don't.
Don't play with it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Hey,
that's one thing niggas out here don't play with, bruh. The cops will beat your ass. They will beat that nigga just on the fact that he looked like a random ass nigga. You're a mix of a Mexican and a light-skinned nigga.
Hold on, what did you say?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, throw that first bitch out.
What?
That nigga stupid. That's how you know that nigga petty.
Oh yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah.
Yeah.
This nigga was whispering shit on the phone with me earlier today. I was like, nigga, what are you doing?
Free Tory Lanez, I guess.
Free Tory.
All right, y'all.
They saying free Tory now, but that's because where he at, he free.
That's a whole nother conversation. That's crazy.
They pay $500,000 for a show now, niggas.
That's a whole nother conversation because that shit is crazy. That motherfucker daddy called out Jay-Z, everybody. I was like, Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, but did you see
you can't play with Jay.
on when he was yelling all that shit? Hey, that motherfucker daddy clean as a bitch.
Yeah, he was clean as a bitch. But he was mad as a
You
bitch,
play a
too.
crackhead two 8-balls to take you out, bro.
Yeah,
You can't play with niggas that got
yeah. Only thing I say to Jay-Z, man, is like, why are you going to wait till you're in your 50s to look like a dirty-ass roster? Cut your hair.
Right. Jay-Z say you do the fuck you want to do. He's Jay-Z, got that.
I see.
Yeah, damn it.
Let's go.
H to the OV. Yeah. That man said he was a loose snowflake. My God.
Yeah, but in the meantime, his wife's sister beating his ass on a regular. Might want to rethink your life choices and fuck with.
People ass in elevators.
But the moral of the story is, watch your shower curtains.
Watch your shower curtain.
Hey, bro,
And
you
your remote.
shower in privacy with that curtain? Nah.
And your remotes.
And your remote. And check your fire alarms. You probably take the batteries out them bitches.
And check, and public PSA, check the back of your incense sticks.
And your battery cover backs. Your battery back is important.
I have no motherfucking 2-week-old chicken in your refrigerator because that shit gets cut the fuck up.
Yeah. That shit in the trash, my nigga. Trash. 2-week-old chicken? I don't give a shit. It's in the trash.
Yo.
But I'm going to get at y'all, bros.
All right, bro. Get them kids out there.
I'm get them kids out, get them to burn that energy off.
Yeah, hope you don't be there, though, bro. That'd be funny as fuck.
They got 100.
You say what?
He
I hope you don't be there, bro. You be looking at.
Oh, my God.
She know where you be at, bro. You better start changing your route up.
Nah, but see, then the on-site might come back. On-site.
You better change your routes up because she know your routes and your routines. You gonna have to change it up at least a week or two.
That's cool with me.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You gotta change your times up and your routes. And
there's another park. There's another park that I could go to.
Crazy.
There's another park that I could go to that actually ain't far from here. Don't nobody know about that.
Yeah, don't go to the park you usually go to. Go somewhere different, man. Yeah.
Go to that one park, Stroganoff Vista.
Fuck around, be in the tree waiting on your ass when you go to the park, nigga.
In the tree?
Her ass come out the bathroom like I've been here waiting for you, nigga, all day.
All day, sweet.
Like, nigga, where'd you come from? I slept here. You knew it. You be here today.
She knew it. Oh, Lord. But yeah, bros.
I'm going to get at y'all, man.
Funny. We probably gonna get cussed out for half of the shit we just said, but it's been hilarious.
It's been hilarious.
It's all love, man. We know we love everybody.
We love everybody. Hey, look, man, we the fun bunch. If you take it personally, that's on you.
Yeah. I love everybody.
Yeah, them crazy hoes, we meant that shit.
Yeah.
Well, you crazy hoes, we meant that. Stay away from niggas, incense holders, battery packs.
Yeah.
And shower curtains.
Spark spray, shower curtains. Incense hold, all that shit. Y'all crazy hoes, man. Y'all be in y'all lane, man. Y'all be happy with what y'all got going on. You was crazy, man. Be crazy at the end of the day. But just don't bring your crazy over this direction.
It's a reason, man. We don't want none of that.
We don't need none of that. But till next time, fellas.
I love it.
All right.
Cowboys.
All right.
Yeah. Fuck the Cowboys, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Always. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. Yeah.
All right, bro.
We're going to end the show on that.
All right. Oh, man. I told you I was going to make light of this situation. Definitely was going to make light of that situation because this is what we do, you know. I'm not going to let anybody steal my joy and steal my peace of mind. My peace of mind is back. I'm not going to let anybody steal my joy. But with that being said, where the buzzer. Oh, Sean and David. Oh, my goodness. I can always count on them to make me just act like myself. Goofy, silly, and laugh a lot. That's what we do over here. But anyway, oh, yes, I'm about to do some dad stuff, okay? Take my kids to the park. We can hang out. It's a beautiful day. It is now right around 1:15. So, yeah, definitely want to do some things, get these kids active and get this energy burnt out. So definitely don't forget to hit the subscription button and become part of the Sports Plus Life family. Again, shout outs to everybody. I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful week. It's your boy Brandon Brevon Towns. This is Sports Plus Life. I'm out this. Peace. And I love you. And leave them damn shower curtains alone.